Good morning, all of you. At the beginning of our class, everybody generate the motivation, which is very pure, the motivation for benefiting others, all sentient beings. Today is another Sunday we have for studying and practicing Dharma. Therefore, first, we rejoice ourselves to have this opportunity, free all sentient beings from suffering, at the same time, free ourselves from the suffering and the cause of suffering. This opportunity is never happened again and again. This is a very rare opportunity in our all lives, in the past and present. Therefore, whatever energy we have, whatever free time we have, we must use them for practicing Dharma, free all sentient beings from suffering, free ourselves from suffering, free all sentient beings from cause of suffering, mainly the attachment, anger, aversion, and ignorance. Try to generate the cause for happiness, mainly non-attachment, non-anger and hatred, and the wisdom which realizes emptiness. In order to do that, first, we have to be Buddha, to have the omniscient. The omniscient can know the mental disposition of all sentient beings. Therefore, at the beginning, please generate bodhicitta, followed by the adverses for the training the mind, the first paragraph. With the determination to achieve the highest aim for the benefit of all sentient beings. Generate bodhicitta. Which is surpasses even the wish fulfilling gem. May I hold them dear at all time. In order to cultivate bodhicitta, before bodhicitta, we need to cultivate great compassion. Great compassion can be cultivated if we cultivate the loving kindness. The loving kindness can be cultivated if we cultivate the equanimity. Second, whenever I interact with someone, may I view myself as the lowest among all, and from the very depths of my heart, respectfully hold others are superior. All our happiness in this lifetime, all our goodness in this lifetime, all the successful thing we have in this lifetime is only because of others. The great compassion, the bodhicitta, the enlightened state, we're going to achieve only because of others. When we are sick, we need to see doctor, we need nurses, we need medicines, we need hospital, all the conducive condition for recovering from sickness is because of others. The food we are enjoying, the drink we are very much enjoying, the house, the electricity, the water, the road, the MRT, whatever, we are very much happy about it because of other. Therefore, always remember my happiness or the temporary happiness, the ultimate happiness I can achieve mainly depends on other. Therefore, always remember the great kindness of all sentient beings. Controlling all the negative thoughts, particularly jealousy, anger, hatred, ignorance, or we call the poison mind. When we have a lot of intoxin our body, we know our body become very unhealthy. When we input a lot of unhealthy food, our body become very unhealthy. When we generate a lot of the negative thoughts, particularly anger and hatred, inversion, attachment, then our mind become very unhealthy. Therefore, all moment we need to absorb on our mind. Whenever we realize the negative thoughts, any kinds of negative thoughts going to arise, already arise it for quite a long time, immediately we need to control. We need to purify. Therefore, the next sentence, in all my deeds, may I prove into my mind, and as soon as the mental and emotional affliction arise, as they endanger myself and other, may I strongly confront them and avoid them. Say immediately, right? Immediately or strongly conform and avoid. Avoid. If any kinds of negative thoughts, let them arise continuously. At the beginning, we don't notice is harm me. First, it harm us, ourselves. Second, when the negative thoughts become more stronger, then secondly, harm the people who live around you. Then slowly harm for many other peoples. When anger arises, immediately you feel, you physically, mentally, you are uncomfortable. Within the angry mind, arising angry mind, if you eat delicious food, very tasty drink, stay in very beautiful environment, you cannot feel the delicious taste of the delicious food, the taste of drink, the happiness of the environment. That means you feel very disturbed. Then the anger becomes a bit stronger. Then first, you cannot focus in your daily activities. If you walk in like an office or school or in a supermarket, your mind cannot focus, always disturbed by anger. Then become more stronger. Then the four elements in our body become very imbalanced. Due to that reason, your digestion system become very weak. You cannot digest the drink and food. The worst thing, that you cannot sleep. You don't have happy and smooth and happy sleeping. Nighttime, you awake many times. The next morning, the whole day, you feel so tired because of caused by anger. Same way, the attachment, desire, particularly attachment towards, like a property, attachment towards human beings are also very worse. Attachment toward the weather, environment, food, very easy to control. Attachment towards, the material things, not easy to control. Still, you can manage to control. And attachment towards human being is not easy to control at all. It can have a same effect. Cannot focus. Your body become very imbalanced. Cannot sleep. The next day, whole day tired. This go like for 1 month, 2 months, 1 year. Finally, you become very sick person. This is the immediate negative effect we have in our daily life. Now, the long time, due to the negative thoughts, we engage into negative action. You get angry, then you use very hard words, harsh words. Then you argue. Then you have a fighting. Then you killed. And the attachment, jealousy is the same thing. So immediately we have to control. If not, it becomes very strong. Finally, it's become out of our control. Then we engage negative action. Due to negative action in next life. So we have to experience the result of all the negative thoughts, all the negative actions. Therefore, we need to control our negative thoughts. Right? Then I said many times, you change the sentence. The second one, when I see being of unpleasant character and those are processed by strong negativities and suffering, may I hold them dear, for they are rare to find, as if I have discovered a jewel treasures. So when we try to control our anger, attachment, desire, jealousy, it's very easy to control the negative thoughts for the neutral person. Then lot difficult to control towards our, relatives or dear and near one. And particularly so difficult to control towards our enemy, the unpleasant, character person. So particularly we have to control the negative thoughts towards our closer one, enemy, particularly the unpleasant character person. First, check your mind. Second, control the negative thoughts. Third, particularly, towards your enemy, towards your dear and near one. Fifth, what are the causes actually, arising the negative thoughts? Why we have a jealousy? Why we have a anger? Why we have a ego? The foundation for all of them, first, we have a lot of, misunderstanding. We have a, incorrect way of thinking. For example, arousing jealousy is very easy. You can jealous about your father. You can jealous about your mother. You can have a jealous about your sister, brother. If jealousy, you jealous. For example, your sister have a better job than you. Then you jealous your sister. Your brother has a better job than you do. Then you jealous about his good job. All the jealousy arises based on misunderstanding, correct way of thinking. Because if in one of your relatives, friend, have a better job, instead of having jealous, we must appreciate. We must sincerely appreciate, sincerely have a rejoicement. If your brother and sister or father and mother, a younger, nephew, relative is a better job, you can get a lot of benefits. You can get some benefit. When you are in problem, they will support you. There's no reason to have a jealousy. Then attachment also has a particular condition. Right? Therefore here, out of jealousy, treat me wrongly with abuse, slander, and scorn, may I take upon myself and defeat and offer to other the victory. So we have to learn, it's okay, I can be a victim. It's okay, other can be victory. I become victim only short time. Being a victim, long time, I can have a more benefit. For next life, I can have a better life. When you accept to be victim, you are controlling your anger, you are controlling your attachment, you are giving everything for others. Then out of jealousy, anger, hatred, whatever, you need to change. I said many times. When someone whom I have had, or in whom I have placed great hopes, mistreat me in extremely hurtful ways, may I regard them still as my precious teacher. So when we, in our life, since we were, like a kind of like 10 or 6, 7 years old, more or less, we try to help others. We're helping others for many times. Whether you are relatives or your friends or your neighbor or you don't know anything about the person, still you supporting, still you helping them. So when we help others, make sure we should not have any condition. Oh, I will support this in the future. They will help me. They will support me. I can get something from them. We should not have this kind of condition. So we support, we help other with a condition, then definitely sooner or later we have a disappointment. Oh, when he has a problem, I support him to have a better life, to overcome this kind of situation. And this day I have a problem, the person is ignore me, then you feel very upset about you support it to the person. Therefore, so when you support others, helping others, giving certain kind of benefit other, just you look like you are just having full of handful of rice. The rice you just throw in the ocean for the fish. You don't know all the fish. You just offer the rice to the fish. Just let them happy. You never have any return kind of mind. If you have condition, you have a so some kind of problem you have. In brief, may I offer benefit and joy to all my mothers, both directly and indirectly. May I quietly take upon myself all hurts and the pains of my mothers. May all these remain undefiled by the stain of the Mandan's conscience, and may recognizing all things as illusion, devoid of clinging and release from bondage. So you say here, recognizing all things as illusion. For example, yesterday, good thing happened to some of you, or bad thing happened to some of you. Or yesterday, maybe you had a wonderful lunch or dinner or breakfast. You have a really happy time. And today, just reflect what will happen yesterday. Actually, it look like dream, illusion. You cannot see the happy moment today. You cannot see what really good thing happens today. It's everything in your mind is kind of memory. Therefore, something happened, bad thing happened to you, you must realize it's happened to me. The things, the events, whatever is totally look like illusion for me. It's totally look like dream. So should not attach on good things, should not hate, what bad thing happened to our life. Therefore, because we have been, studying Dharma for many years. Also, you have been attending Dharma class for many times. If you check my record in the YouTube, maybe there's maybe thousands hours of recording there. All the teaching, if we in press, come put together, very simple. Generate the positive thoughts, decrease the negative thoughts. Always start to be happy yourself. Let them happy. In order to be happy yourself, let other people be happy. We need two things. Control your negative thoughts. Control your negative thoughts. Generate your positive thought. Then nobody harmed by you. Whoever live around you, they feel happy. you yourself feel happy. So in order to control the negative thoughts, then we need to know how to control. We need to learn. We need to study what kinds of particular, very specific antidotes I need to apply according to each of the negative thoughts. Right? Therefore, we study the pramana, when you study the ornament of the prajna paramita or the madhyamaka, the entering the middle way, everything actually explained, teach how to generate the positive thoughts, how to decrease the negative thoughts, how to be happy yourself, how other people, other sentient beings, let them happy. Then how to achieve happiness for this, the daily life, how I can be happy, then how I can be ultimately happy forever. Then practice compassion, practice bodhicitta, practice his perfections, then one day you become a Buddha. Since you are always be happy, also you can provide a lot of happiness for billions of sentient beings. It's very simple teaching, but unfortunately, it's kind of, we can say, unfortunate, or but we learn so many things. We always believe, oh, studying is very important. It's true, studying is very important. If we don't practice, then we are just having a lot of understanding, lot of knowledge about Dharma in your minds. On the ground level, you don't have anything. Therefore, many years we have been studying, we have been attending Dharma class. In the ground level, as a foundation, we don't have, many of us, we don't have very perfect, taking refuge. On the ground level, we are not really serious about engage into the virtues, 10 virtues action. On the ground level, we are not serious about avoiding or stopping a non-10 virtues action. Also, we talk about great compassion, great love, love and kindness, loving kindness. On the ground level, first, we don't have a compassion towards ourselves. We don't have a really pure love ourselves. Because we ourselves we harm ourselves. We torture ourselves. For example, many of us has a kind of unhealthy body. The body become one unhealthy because we have been eating so many kinds of food. When the food, when we consume a lot of different kinds, many kinds of food, then our body become unhealthy. That means we make ourselves healthy, right? Also, our mind, since we grow up, step by step, day by day, our mind become very unhealthy. Therefore, we talk about compassion. First, we don't have a compassion ourselves. We talk about love all sentient beings. We don't have a pure love ourselves. We harm ourselves by food, by thoughts, whatever. Therefore, talking about great love, great compassion is actually become meaningless for us. Meaningless. Also, we talk about impermanence, emptiness. which is very good. You hear about impermanence, death, emptiness, clear-light minds, so and so. But we don't have a serious thoughts about impermanence. We still make a lot of kind of plan for next year, after next year. Maybe we thought we're going to survive on the planet maybe another 50 or 60 years. No, most of us has mostly or 30 or 20 years. When you think about for our next, like a net 10 or 20 years, everybody has enough. Everybody has a house. If you really use your clothes, you already have it. This can be last enough for another 30 years. Then if you think about your saving, I think you have enough saving to survive another 20 to 30 years. Then why we are so much worried? Why we think I can still live another maybe 60 or 70 years? Let's say if you're going to live like 100 years old, can you see the people who are 90, 95, 90 years old? They are just piece of kind of, like a body. Cannot see, cannot think, cannot eat. Still, they have so many things. So therefore, it is so important on the ground level. We need to practice our Dharma practice. Start from the ground level. Don't think too much, very high level practitioner, Vajrayana, Tantrayana, illusory body, clear-light mind, I can be born into pure land. Yes, all the practice is a very practical, but we don't have all the condition to practice the higher Tantrayana. So far, we don't have the condition to achieve the illusory body, clear-light mind, the kind of this thing. If we start from the foundation, we start from the ground level, then step by step, everything becomes very easy. All the practice become very practical, become very easy. So far, we feel so difficult to practice Dharma because we don't have the solid, the proper foundation. Most of you are considered as a beginner. You are not really a beginner. Therefore, I really urge all of you to start to build the practice of Dharma from the foundation. So in the past, many of you really, flying in the high level of practice. It's a mentally you are thinking and practice high level. It's just thinking in your mind. In the reality, you are not really, you didn't really practice the higher Tantrayana. This is just in your kind of illusion. Right? So therefore today, so we will start again from the middle meditation stage. These two books, the Lamb of the Path to Enlightenment, the middle meditation stage, come on together. The Lamb of the Path to Enlightenment, it gives you, very complete summary of all the Buddha teachings. Very complete summary. At the end, the Adisha mentioned very little about Vajrayana, higher Tantrayana. That means we must know, before we practice the higher Tantrayana or Vajrayana, we need to practice the Sutra Mahayana. Sutra Mahayana must start from the bodhicitta. If we only practice the bodhicitta, we cannot be Buddha. We need to practice the wisdom, which is emptiness. Therefore, we need to do lot of meditation. So in order to do that, we need to learn how to do meditation. Therefore, I choose these two texts. So at the beginning, you no need to open the text, you just listened. I already explained a little bit at the beginning. You just simply listen. Based on practicing bodhicitta, our goal, our achievement is omniscience or Buddhahood. The omniscience and Buddhahood must achieve through the correct causes and condition. When correct and perfect condition. If we put effort to the wrong causes condition, the result which is we desire to achieve, the result we wish to achieve, we cannot. Therefore, we need to put the correct and perfect condition to achieve the Buddhahood or omniscience first. So then what are the correct and perfect condition to achieve Buddhahood? Then the bodhicitta with the wisdom with the bodhicitta are the correct and perfect cause can be cause to achieve omniscience and Buddhahood. Clear? Then how to generate bodhicitta based on compassion? How to practice compassion based on loving kindness? How to practice correctly the loving kindness and compassion because based on equanimity. Why we need to practice equanimity? Until today, our mind is always being biased. Very attachment, very desire, particularly very attachment towards our dear one, dear and near one. We have very strong hatred, anger, aversion towards our enemy. Therefore, we are in between. Looking at our relatives or closer one, we attach. Also, we fall into one extreme. When we are looking at our enemy, also we are fall into one extreme. Due to this cause, two minds, we are not able to happy this life. We were not happy in the past. We won't be happy in the future. Therefore, first we need to cultivate the equanimity, right? So how we can developing equanimity, the root of the loving kindness. I'm not talking about the negative love, love. I'm talking the positive love. This means purely sense of caring others. In order to care others, first you must have a sense of kind of loving kindness. Therefore, the equanimity, developing equanimity can be the foundation for developing the loving kindness. And how we can develop equanimity? So just listen. All sentient beings desire happiness and do not desire misery. Think deeply about how in the beginningless cycle of existence, there's no sentient being who has not been my friend and relatives hundreds of times. there's no one single sentient being who haven't been your friend, who haven't been your father, mother, relatives. That means for us, for the Buddhist, whether you follow Mahayana or Hinaya is up to you. In the reality, from the Buddhist concept, all sentient beings used to be our friends, used to be our mother, father, relative. That means all sentient beings are our relative. Therefore, we must have a loving kindness towards them. Hundreds of years time. Therefore, since there's no ground for being attached to someone and hating others, that means there's no little reason, little foundation. You very much love your dear and near one. You really hurt. You really hate someone. There's no such as ground. We have all sentient beings equally want happiness, equally don't want suffering. All sentient beings equally used to be our dear one. Therefore, we equally generate pure love and kindness, kind heart towards all sentient beings. That's how we should start. Therefore, I shall develop a mind of equanimity towards all sentient beings. Beginning meditation of equanimity by thinking of the neutral person and consider people who are friends and foes. That means first, you visualize a neutral person. When you visualize, when you focus on the neutral person, you don't have a sense of attachment because you consider this person neither my friends nor my relatives. The person is not my enemy. So you don't have any attachment towards them. You don't have any sense of hatred towards them. Just have an equal mind, no equalize between attachment and anger. Equal. At that moment, if you visualize your dear and near one, suddenly your mind have a attachment, you arouse attachment. Right? First, equalize, no attachment, no anger towards the neutral person. Then second, you visualize your kind of one of the closer, your dearest person, male and female or relatives or your friends, visualize. When you visualize, suddenly you have a sense of attachment. Then you must think, why I have an attachment for this person, not attachment for the neutral person. The neutral person and my dear one equally used to be my dear or father and mother, sister in the past. So this moment, why I have a sense of attachment for this person, you think the reason and logics behind it. Then you must think, the neutral person and this, my dearest person, are equally one happiness. So why I discriminate between the neutral and my dear one? Both of them equally don't want suffering. Then why I discriminate between the neutral, my dear one? So based on your closer or dearest person, you equalize no attachment, no hatred. When you have a same kind of feeling towards towards the neutral person and your dear one, then the third step, you visualize your enemy. When you visualize your enemy, suddenly you feel the sense of hatred, sense of aversion, sense of anger. Then you might think, why I'm angry with this person? This person also doesn't want suffering. Why I have aversion? This person also want happiness, don't want suffering. the neutral person, and my dear one, and my foes, the enemy, are equally want happiness, don't want suffering, then they are equally used to be my mother and sister and brother. Why I discriminate between my enemy and my dear one? Therefore, whenever you look at on any human being, you should not have a sense of attachment, aversion, equalize these three people. Then slowly you can extend the idea towards the people who live around you. Then equalize all Singaporean. When we visualize all Singaporean, again there's a discrimination for us. Oh, this belongs to this ethnic, that belongs to that ethnic, this belongs to my ethnic. Also we discriminate. Also we need to equalize. No attachment towards your ethnic, no aversion, no anger, no hatred towards other ethnic. Because all of them equally want happiness, doesn't want suffering. All of them equally used to be your mom, your brother, sister, all of them equally get a lot of benefit for you. Why I discriminate between these people? Equalize all Singapore people who live in Singapore. Then Malaysia, Thailand, Indonesia, then slowly all sentient beings. Right? Then you can say, oh, I really practice equanimity. You will start from the all sentient being, you can practice the equanimity. When you comes to your dear and near one, you cannot actualize. Right? That means first equalize. Then you can generate the loving kindness, purely love one. That means for you, all sentient beings are dear to one. Then you wish all sentient beings equally be happy as a cause of happiness. Right? When you wish to be happy as a cause of happiness, when you see somebody has a suffering, cause of suffering, immediately then you wish them free from suffering, cause of suffering. Then the loving kindness, you start from your friends and dear and near one, then neutral person, then enemy. Compassion also same, in the same way, focus on your dear and near one, then neutral, then your foes or enemy. You need to develop pure love, pure compassion based on equanimity. Then you can cultivate bodhicitta. After you fully generate bodhicitta, not just in your mind, you just wish to be I wish to be Buddha, to be a sentient being. You really must have the bodhicitta. Then next, you need to practice the wisdom. In order to practice wisdom, first we need to know how to meditate. We need to learn meditation. Right? Meditation means, the very focusful mind towards the chosen object. As a foundation for the meditation, in our daily life, we act according to our motivation. We must realize what I'm doing this moment. This moment, for example, you are having a lunch. You say, oh, this moment, I am having my lunch. I am eating rice. I'm eating vegetable. First, one time, second time, third time. Oh, I finished my lunch. Next, I'm drinking water, sipping water. Or now I'm moving back to my home, moving back to my office. You act with the awareness. You need to aware what you are doing at the moment. That means you already, learning how to focus. Should not have many thoughts. And this day, we can see, you just observe around. Very interestingly, in front of TBC, there's a motorbike, the parking area. So in the morning, many people, just come with a motorbike and stop there. Then they hold a cigarette and hold one phone in phone. Right? These two fingers hold the cigarette. Then they smoke. Then this finger they tap the phone. That means within. I'm not criticizing those people. Within the short moment, you have so many thoughts. You are busy with the smoking. Also, you are busy with the press the phone. At the same time, your mind is so busy. You are thinking about this and this and this and this. Therefore, our mind is very distracted. So many thoughts come within the short moment. So we need to reduce all the thoughts. If you are smoking, we just sit relaxedly, just smoke. Must think, I'm smoking. Finish smoking, throw the cigarette in dustbin. Now say, oh, I'm moving back. We need to learn, how to act with the one single activities. These are kind of foundation. Then the place where you do meditation, everybody we know, as a beginner, you need very quiet place in your home. If your home is very busy with your families and children, or you woke up early morning, maybe 4:30 or 5, go in the park. In the park area is people doing a lot of exercise, jogging, running, but there's no lot of noisiness, not there. Then you just sit on the chair, sit at the one of the corner of the park, and try to have a very quiet and clean environment. If you do meditation in your home, then you just sit in your room. So make sure before you start your meditation, you need to finish everything for the for the short time. So if you need to text someone, you must text, you must make a phone call. If you need to drink water, you drink water. You need to go toilet, you go toilet, finish everything, done everything. Then since now until, for the 10 or 20 minutes, I have only one activities, which is meditation. That means for you not easy to focus on the chosen object because you have done everything. This moment, I have only one action, which is meditation, right? Then the food and drink. If you kind of a meditator person, the food and drink you must drink it, which is become a conducive cause for your meditation. Therefore, if you are if you do a lot of meditation, then you need to stop eating like oily food. Generally, oily food is no good. Also, particularly, you need to stop eating like meat and garlic, because eating meat and garlic makes you very sleepy, feel you very lazy. Right? Food and drink you must take according to which is benefit for your body, benefit for your mind. But this day we take our food and drink, which is we thought is a very benefit for our body. We never think is harm for my mind, the food, the pleasant food. Now we go just directly for the meditation. Therefore, karma body, special insight, we need to practice the unanly. In order to practice unanly, first we need to achieve, one by one. First, we need to achieve karma body, the special insight. So practice of karma body. So now you can the practice of karma body. So we already talk about the place, the food, what is the like a foundation for practicing karma body. So what is the definition of karma body? Now you can look at the soft copy, page number 12. The practice of karma body. Karma body meditation should be achieved fast. Make sure again, step by fast, we need to achieve karma body. Karma body is that mind which has overcome destruction to external objects and which is spontaneously and continuously turned towards the object of meditation with the bliss and plenty. The first one, that mind which has overcome destruction to the external object. That needs to overcome the destruction from the external object. Almost our mind always thinking the outside, like my friends, my relatives, my house, my food, my clothes, always looking outside, outward. Right? Then also, sometimes we think too much for others. We very much interfere with for others. Also, we need to reduce this kind of thoughts. So many times we talk about others, between this person and that person, between this family and that family, or this boss. So we talk too much for others. Actually, in the reality, it is not really, our business. If we talk too much we just disturb ourselves. You cannot benefit yourself. It's not going to give any benefit for you. You're not going to benefit others. You can get only one benefit which disturb your minds. We need to stop talking too much for others. Actually, we need to stop talking about others. Right? Therefore, the external object can be person, can be activity, so many things. We need to stop all the thoughts which are thinking about outside. Also, for example, you went for lunch or breakfast or dinner at the hawker center. Or you order a laksa, you order a rice, you order the chicken fried rice, you order the chicken rice, you already order, and they come in your hand. You don't like the taste, or you don't like the rice, then you get angry, upset. There's no point. You already paid money, whatever it is. If it's not good for your health, you should not eat. It's still okay. Don't get angry and upset. Just enjoy whatever it is. But what we do, we are very angry. We are very unhappy with the food. Since we always think about this person and the hawker center, the food court. Then also we tell other people, when you go this, you should not go there. The person is a very angry person. The food is no good. Then you spread the kind of things to others. Then you are very busy to telling, this for no good, this person no good, the hawker center no good, you must go there, you must go there. What? It's for the simple food to fulfill your stomach. Yes, also you need to stop this thing. Then also we think too much for other country, this president, that president, this bank, and this thing is not just again disturb your thoughts when you do a meditation, external thing. Second, also we need to stop distortion for our internal things. It doesn't mean about your organs. For example, you are meditating on impermanence. Right? This means, so impermanence, first you need to realize the meaning of impermanence. Then your mind just fully focus on impermanence. Then at the same time, you think about, you may think, oh, I need to practice compassion. It's also become destruction while you are meditating on impermanence. That time also you need to stop thinking, practicing great compassion, bodhicitta, so and so and so and so. Also you need to stop thinking, recitation, chanting. Just focus on the chosen object, which is impermanence. Right? That means here at the beginning, which has overcome destruction to the external objects, and which is spontaneously and continuously turned towards the object of meditation with bliss and plancy. This is the definition. That means your mind totally overcome from the destruction. You can fully focus on the chosen object as much as you can. You can meditate on the chosen object for a long time. Not only it, make sure at the end, the meditative mind must be conjoined with the bliss and plancy. That means you achieve karma body. Of course, you can see very easily. Then while we are trying to achieve karma body, then we need to know first how to focus, second how to overcome from the destruction. Now page number 14. Let's say we're going to focus on the Buddha or Buddha body, because better say Buddha. When we say Buddha body, we think, the statue is just simple kind of material, matter. No, we just say we focus on the Buddha, the Lord of the universal and extremely beautiful, the Bodhisattva who placed his mind on the object. He referred to as one is meditative absorption. They say you focus on Buddha. Doesn't matter which Buddha. If you prefer to focus on Buddha Shakyamuni, you can. Amida Buddha, Manjushri. If you focus on your own guru, for example, Dalai Lama, because very easy to visualize Dalai Lama. He's a living Buddha. You visualize Dalai Lama, just focus. Don't think anything about his love, he's very kind, his compassion, he's a very famous. Don't, just focus on him. Right? Focus on him. Then, in this way, place the mind on the object of your choice and have done so repeatedly and continuously. Place the mind. Having placed the mind in this way, examine it and check whether it is properly focused on the object. Also check for the dullness and see whether the mind is being distracted to external object or not, right? That means first you focus on it. In between you must check, oh, my mind is still focused on the Buddha or not. Still focus. If you remember, oh, now my mind is not really focusing on the Buddha, my mind is thinking on something else. Then again, your mind bring back and focus on the Buddha. So while our mind is focused on the Buddha, there's two things always happening. Two things always happen. Sometimes become dullness. You cannot see clearly. Something distract. Your mind is very clear, but not clear about the Buddha, it's clear about something else. Always must remember the two obstacles, the dullness and the destruction. Also check for the dullness and see whether the mind is being distracted to external object or not. Then while you're focusing your mind on Buddha, sometimes you cannot see the object very clearly. That means, the dullness is already arise. Your mind become bit dull. Then again you must re-visualize the Buddha and have a very clear and vivid, image of the Buddha. Focus very clearly, vividly. There's no, dullness. Sometimes due to food or drink, due to the environment, you cannot really see the Buddha. It's totally look like, you're walking in the darkness area. You cannot see very clearly. It's due to the food, due to the drink, due to the environment, you need to check the dullness. Make sure you vividly, clearly can see the object. Yes, you can see, but you cannot focus. The mind is distracted by food, by drink. Particularly this day, people use WhatsApp, people use Facebook, people use Instagram. While you are, meditating on the Buddha, suddenly remember, oh, I need to reply, or I need to check my message. I need to check my Instagram. Right? Then you stop focusing, then you open your phone, you check. Then again you remember, oh, I must do meditation. Do again meditation. Again you remember. Therefore, when you remember, oh, I need to reply to somebody, you must know, oh, no, I do later. This moment, I again, focus on the Buddha. And while you are focused on Buddha, you remember, oh, I feel thirsty, I need to drink something. Also you stop thinking about drinking, eating, texting, chatting, just stop. No distraction. Right? Two things focus. That means the analogy is come later. If the mind is found to be dull due to sleepiness, due to sleepiness and mental torpor, or if you feel the dullness is approaching, then the mind should attend to the supremely delightful object, such as an image of the Buddha or the notion of light. In this process, having dispelled the dullness, the mind should try to see the object very clearly. Right? Due to your sleepiness or due to whatever, you cannot focus, you cannot see clearly, then re-visualize the object of meditation, re-visualize the Buddha, or recall the impermanence of chosen object. Right? Make sure you have a very clear object, free from the dullness. Then next, you should recognize the presence of the dullness when the mind cannot see the object very clearly. When you feel as if you are blind or are in a dark place, or that you have closed your eyes. If while you are meditating, that means, I think everybody have experience. When you do meditation, suddenly the object of meditation disappear. Your mind be totally darkness. Right? You cannot see the object of meditation. Whatever object you chosen. Right? Chosen. Therefore, he's here saying, you should recognize the presence of the dullness, that the mind cannot see the object very clearly. When you feel as if you are blind or in a dark place, or that you have closed your eyes. It's due to happen due to different conditions. Sometimes we close our eyes. So many people think also I can feel when I close my mind, I can have a better meditation. Actually, no. You should not fully close your eyes. You slightly close, close your eyes, slightly open. Make sure you can see things around you. If you close your eyes, then the dullness easily comes. It's very important. Many people, when I ask you to do meditation, suddenly you close your eyes. No, this is a big mistake we have been doing. Therefore, you can check any of the Buddha statue. You say the Buddha statue eyes are not really open or fully open, not fully closed. You're always, looking a little bit down. You're able to see your nose. Don't, bend too much your neck. Don't look up too much. Just, like this way. It's happened due to the, closing your eyes. Therefore, in this process, have dispel the dullness. The mind should try to see the object very clearly. Very important. Next, you should recognize the if while you are in meditation, your mind chases after quality of the external object, such as form, or turn its attention to other phenomena, or is distracted by desire for an object you have previously experienced, or if you suspect distraction is approaching, reflect that all composite phenomena are impermanent, thinking about the suffering and so forth. Typically, they will temper the mind. Right? Then, I think between these two, most of us have a problem, cannot continuously focus due to the distraction. Right? Therefore, let's say you have our mind has 3 doors. 3 doors. One can think about one can see what happened in the past. One door can thinking about what will happen, what need to do in the future. One of the doors just seeing the present moment. So while we are meditating, during the meditation, we need to close the 2 doors. Don't think what happened in the past. Don't think what will happen, what need to do in the future. Just open the present moment of the door of the mind. Right? Then, when you focus on the present moment, focus on the present, the chosen object, suddenly you remember food, drink. You cannot focus. You got distraction. Then you must think, I have been eating the food and drink for many, many years. It doesn't really benefit for me. I should stop thinking the food or drink. So while you are meditating, suddenly you remember your friends and relatives. Right? Relatives. Also must think, I can see them later. I can think about them later. At the moment, I should not think. Then sometimes your mind distracted by the samsaric happiness, the samsaric enjoyment. Then you just meditate on impermanence, suffering, truth of suffering, the origin of suffering, pervasive suffering. I don't think about, samsaric thing is full of suffering. Then is, reduce the destruction. That means while you are meditating, the meditative mind, free from dullness, free from destruction. just focus on the chosen object. Many people say, focus on the present moment. Not just present moment, focus on the chosen object as a present, right? Then, next, in this process, distraction should be eliminated, and with the robe of the mindfulness and alertness, the elephant, like a mind, should be faceted to the tree of the object of meditation. This means here, remember, the elephant, which is the mind, the rope, which is the mindfulness. Here, you should not think the mindfulness and meditation mind is same. No. The rope, analogy is the rope, actual meaning is the mindfulness. Elephant is the analogy, the actual meaning is the mind. Then the elephant tied with the rope to the pillar. In the pillar refer to the chosen object. That the elephant, we must tie it with the rope to the pillar. The pillar must be very strong. Mean we must establish the chosen object with a lot of logics and reasonings. Yes, 100% sure all the conditioned phenomena are impermanence, very solidly established impermanent. Then the rope is very weak. The mindfulness is not strong enough. Then mind very easily disturbed. Right? Therefore, we need very strong mindfulness. Yes, this moment, my mind is focusing on impermanence. My mind is focusing on the Buddha. Clear? Then the elephant is symbolic of the mind. The elephant is big, is so big. Color is black. That means our mind is completely, polluted or influenced by all the negative thoughts, totally black and so strong, not easy to control. Elephant. In the process, destruction should be eliminated, that with a rope of mindfulness. Right? Destruction must be eliminated with the mindfulness and alertness. The mindfulness must remember, now my mind is focusing on impermanence. Alertness must realize is already destructed, going to destruct. Going to destruct. Alertness must be aware, is already become dullness, going to be dull. That means, remember, there's only 4 or 5 things you need to remember. The chosen object, like a pillar. The mind, like an elephant. The elephant tied with the pillar with the rope. Therefore, our mind focus on the impermanence with the mindfulness. The people who are training the elephant is like alertness. So the people, when they train elephant, the person must know, oh, now the elephant going to disturb, the elephant going to sleep, the elephant going to run away. So the alertness must aware what already happened, what's going to happen. This thing we need when we're doing meditation. When you find the mind is free of dullness and excitement, distraction is similar. And the neutrally abide on the object. You should relax your effort and remain neutrally. Through the mindfulness, alertness, when you aware my mind is disturbed, then you need to put effort, bring mind, the mind bring back. You need to put effort, lot of effort. When your mind is fully trained, able to focus on the chosen object, then you no need to put effort. Like you are training a child. At the beginning, you need to put effort. Say you say to the children, you just study, you just study, you just study. After many months, the child is very focused on studying. Then you no need to tell, oh, you must study, you must study. Then it's become again obstacles, right? So we have another like 10 minutes. So why not? So please everybody read continuously this actualizing the spiritual insight continuously. So next we will discuss more about the spiritual insight, shamatha, right? Okay. Is there any question? Is there anything I should clarify?
Hello, everyone. Yeah, hello, everyone. I'm going to allow you to unmute your mic if you have questions to ask Geshe-la. That would be more interactive. But however, if your mic is having problem, you can post your question onto the chat window. Okay? Yeah.
Hello, Geshe-la.
Yes.
When I meditate, for maybe 10 minutes, then I sometimes fall asleep. How do I stop that?
Oh, it's a very simple how to overcome this problem. Beginning of our daily meditation, whoever do meditation, at the beginning, we need to do kind of light exercise, not heavy extreme exercise, light exercise. Move your body here and there, here and there, there. Do a little bit, the breathing meditation. So then, before you actually start your meditation, you focus on your breath in a few times. Let the mind be calm. Then you focus on it. That means every time after you, when you are doing meditation, at the end, you feel sleepy, mean you are heaven aware that dullness is arising. Your mind is going to influence by dullness. You need to be very alert. Make sure that dullness haven't come yet. Somehow you cannot control, you feel really sleepy, then you just sit on your meditation question, sit, then you just move your body, here and there, Then sometimes it's help. You just breathe in, for a long time like that. Let's sit only, you said, release the air, all parts of your body. Again, you release your air in your body. Then again, you focus, for short term, your breathing meditation. Then focus the chosen object. This help you to free from the sleeping. And also, again, if you daily eating heavy meals, like meat, particular garlic, you stop to eating, you eat lesser. You cannot stop, you eat lesser. It's very bad for your health, then you must, eat whatever you eat. So mainly, you just do light exercise at the beginning. If you feel sleepy, do light exercise while you are sitting your question, particularly release all your air. And breathe in, release strongly. Yeah.
Thank you, Geshe-la.
Yeah. Any question?
Yes, Geshe-la, there's a question. Would it be okay to change the object during one meditation session?
There can be, I think, two different sessions. One, if you do in your daily, in like a sadhana, then you have to, change the object of your meditation. For example, at the beginning, we do visualize the Guru and taking refuge from Buddha, Dharma, Sangha. You visualize a Buddha, right? Triple gem. Second, when you going through practice of four immeasurables, taking refuge for immeasurable, then you change the object. You visualize all sentient beings. Then next you generate bodhicitta. You need to change the object. And also later when you do the sixth perfection practice, also you need to change the object of your meditation, object of your, for example, when you do the Yamantaka sadhana, you have to change a lot of the object of your meditation. This is one, way, one kind of practice you need to do. Second, somehow we need to accomplish the karma body, like shamatha or karma body, vipassana and shamatha and vipassana. Without achieving these two, we should not think we can be Buddha. Somehow we need to achieve karma body, special insight, like vipassana, shamatha and vipassana. So you are doing, practice for mainly achieving shamatha. Then you should not change the chosen object. You must keep one object, only one object until you achieve shamatha. Always one object. You finish your daily practice and remember the chosen object, then focus. Because you mainly doing this thing only for achieving shamatha, karma body. This reason you never ever change in the chosen object again and again. Yeah. This is, I think, important for everybody. So therefore you should not mix up the two sessions. One session for your daily practice, you have to change your object, meditation object very often. Second session, you are doing mainly achieving shamatha, you should not change. Any question?
Yes, Geshe. There's another question. During meditation, is it all right to mentally chant the name of the Buddha mentally?
Again, session. If your daily practice, you mentally chant. You're doing this for achieving shamatha. Just focus. No chanting, no recitation mentally. Just visualize the Buddha. Focus your mind fully on the Buddha. No chanting. The chanting, this thing come later when you are practicing shamatha. Right? That means, for example, you hold a cup with the filled with the water. You just hold the cup in your hand. Make sure there's no any wave. There's no any movement in your water. Just hold. No any movement. No any other activities. Just focus on. No mentally chanting. No. Yes. Next question.
Okay. I saw color light when I close my eye in meditation. What kind of light is that? Sometimes don't see light at all during the whole session.
Is I think linked with your body, particularly your eyes. Sometimes when you close your eyes, suddenly everything becomes black. Sometimes everything becomes red, blue, white. It depends on, I think, your eyes condition. And if you, while you are meditating, because you close your eyes, so many, reflection come in your mind. It is just reflection in your mind, not really the white lighting coming outside. It's just, I think, different kind of movement in your mind, movement in your eyes, consciousness, your eyes. Therefore, you should not fully close your eyes. Yes, this you can see something. You close your eyes, everything like black, blue, white, green is happening because you shut down your eyes. Suddenly, there's a lot of, I think, reaction in your brain, in your body. Next question.
Geshe, this is the last question I have on the chat window. Okay. Geshe, I always feel very heavy at center of my forehead while focusing on Buddha's image. Don't feel relaxed at all. Thanks.
How long have you meditating? The person who asked question, how long you have been meditating?
Janet, can you please unmute yourself and answer Geshe? Thanks.
Hello, Geshe. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Yeah, I'm not a frequent meditator, but it's because every time when I want to meditate, then I take about usually I take about 20 minutes to do it, but off and off, it cannot, I cannot remember the image well, and it's not sharp. So every time when I half close my eyes, but maybe it's a 1/4 close, 3/4 close, then I feel that the center of my eyes, the eyes above the forehead there, I feel very heavy. Then it's like not relaxing.
Your forehead, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought your head.
No, forehead.
Any of you have been, doing meditation for many years. If you have this kind of feeling, oh, my head become a bit heavier, this means it's good sign. I know what you have problem. Forehead, become very heavy.
Oh yes, yeah.
People around here.
It's like between the eyes.
Yeah, because our eyes ball, when you during the meditation, whole your body have to be very relaxed. Also, your eyes ball be relaxed. Because while you are visualizing Buddha in your mind, also your eyes ball is really is half closed. Your eye flesh, is closed, half closed, but your eyes ball really still, looking out very strongly. Looking out. So your what you flesh, right? What do you call this one? Eyelash is closed, half closed. Eyes to looking like this. Therefore, someday you have a headache, someday you have painful around here, bit tired, because the muscles are really focusing, squeezing. Therefore, while you are closing your eyes, make sure the eyes ball must relax. This is what I explained, I think, many months ago. Since today, try to relax your eyes ball, not only the eyelash. Then the problem going to disappear.
Oh, thank you, Geshe.
Okay.
Geshe, one last question. How to relax the eye muscle because it is difficult to partially close the eye?
This one, I think, it depends on where are you looking your eyes. Therefore, when you bend your neck a little bit like this, that means the eyes also like a pull down, little pull down. Look at me, I'm looking upright. That means the eyes muscle need kind of effort to look up, look directly. much easy. Look down, much easier. No need lot of force. Looking up, force. Looking straight, less force. Looking down, no need force. Therefore, your eyes ball also put, like a, put down. Not take out, just look down. You can do this in that moment, you can experience. Right? Just your eyes ball also, I think, change the position, not look up in the center, look down, then very relaxed. This one, I think you have to go through your own experience, on your practice. Look it up and close your eyes. How do you feel? Look at directly, close your eyes. How do you feel? Look it down. How do you feel? There's a big difference. Okay, thank you so much, all of you, to attend the Sunday class. So please, everybody, read forward next few pages. And this class with the two texts, Lamb of the Path to Enlightenment, the middle meditation stage, both texts going to, I think, finished end of the December 2022. So you go through the two textbook, also you reflect what we discuss. If you have a doubt, if you are not so clear, and keep a note, have a lot of question and answer. Okay, we will have only 2 months. That means maybe we will have 8 classes for the beginner with these 2 books. And also I ask all of you to memorize the Edwards' maintaining, also the 7 points. So within the 2 months, everybody please try to memorize, must memorize at the end, or at the end in between, we can discuss about the Edwards' maintaining, mind training, the 7 points. Also, I will ask you to chant without looking the soft copy. Clear? And thank you so much for your patience with me for many, many years, many, many months. We will have another 2 months. I hope all of you going to be patient. Thank you so much. And today is Sunday. Enjoy your Sunday. At the end, all are married. We have accumulated this morning. So we're going to dedicate for world peace. Peace with all countries. Peace for all sentient beings, all human beings. All the merit we have accumulated today, we dedicate for overcome all human beings from sickness and disease. Have a happy life and healthy life. Jamba Bhavya Jidara Kembo Dam Kundu Zambo Deyan Deje. Deda Kunye Jesu Da Lo Jembewa Dida Tam Jeraju. Dusum Shepe Yawa Tam Je Yemawa Kanla Chodo Ngapa. Dage Gewe Zawa Dibun Zambo Jeje Rabdu Warye. Thank you. Have a happy Sunday and be
Thank you.